everyone. Welcome to Educative Newsroom, where we watch and share very educative things that improve us and people around us. We are coming to talk about the reopening dates for the Form 2s in the single track schools. Form 2s in the single track schools. We are not talking about the reopening date for the first years in single track schools because they are currently in school and will be vacating 15th. And even though a circular issued out today, actually on the 1st September, indicated that the vacation or the reopening date for the double track schools, Form 1 double track schools, they are going to resume on the 25th of this month, September. But we don't know whether this same date applies to the single track schools. The reason being that usually when the circulars are given out, they indicate whether it is for the double track or transitional calendar or not. But in this instance, it's just a general statement that the first years are going to resume on the 25th. That is just by the way. In case the 25th is going to apply to the single track school as well, what it means is that the first years in the single track schools, when they vacate on 15th, they will have about 1 week to go home for the vacation and come back to school on the 25th together with their double track school, probably to make the academic year start once for all of them. That is not the case for now. What we want to discuss is about the reopening dates for the Form 2s. This one is like an open appeal to the hierarchy of the Ghana Education Service, because students are calling parents are also calling those they know, and those they know also try to call people who they believe they could get information. But unfortunately, it is not clear, or there is no specific date when the Form 2s in the single track schools are going to resume. And the problem is that most of these students, some of them still do menial jobs to take care of themselves or their other needs when they resume. Now, some of them want to go to Galamsey places, they want to go to far places to go and farm, some to go to southern part to go and do whatever, some want to go to the north, any place that they think they can get something doing. Unfortunately, they do not have an idea when school is resuming for them. This does not affect only the students alone, even the teachers. They would have to plan ahead. Most people, most workers, formal sector workers, they have families elsewhere, husband and wives elsewhere. Vacation is what they use to travel, and they plan their movement around some of these things. Now, when the date is not yet out, it makes the planning for the teachers especially very unwelcoming, but most importantly, the students. So please, the intention is to carry the information that we are receiving from parents and students, guardians, and all other stakeholders. But unfortunately, in our newsroom today, to be frank, Educative Newsroom does not have that date as at now. And we promise to give out that date as early as possible whenever we get it from the official handles of the Ghana Education Service. But in the meantime, we want to help everybody. So please, kindly share this to the authorities involved, those who are supposed to give out this information. Parents, students, and people who need it are asking for the resuming dates for the Form 2s in single track. They are vacated for about 2 weeks now. Unfortunately, they do not have an idea. The worst part is that some of them are speculating that school is going to resume in January 2024. Those who are even thinking the earliest, they are putting it around November. And these are students who are vacated middle of August. So middle of August to middle of September, 1 month. Middle of October, 2 months. Middle of November, that's 3 months. Or even if you leave at the beginning of November, that is 2.5 months. These things are creating some chaos in the minds of the students especially. And if you don't take care, maybe they coming back will be a problem. So please, Ghana Education Service, dear Director General, kindly attend to this for students or people who need to know. We are only middlemen, let's put it that way. Thank you. And kindly subscribe.